Welcome to episode 134 of the OVW podcast, the original podcast of Ohio Valley Wrestling. My name is Jack Minogues.
I'm Brian Allen.
And Brian Hines this week. We're thinking about you, but he's on assignment. We're going to move forward, though, with all of the action from OVWtv 1388, which broadcast live on March 19th originally from Hot Point Davis Arena. That was last Thursday, March 19th. I have no idea what to say now that Hines isn't here. He usually can. I'm usually like, well, Hines, how you doing? Brian Allen, how you doing?
Yeah. You could still ask me.
How are you doing?
I'm good, man. Been a busy day. Work. I mean, every day's busy now, but that keeps the mind constant, keeps it going and stuff. That's how a lot of people operate. That's how I operate. So because of that, I'm doing good, man.
Good.
Glad. You all right?
Yeah, we're chilling. Just can I hit that zinc real quick?
Yeah, always, man.
Always
good for that.
Let me hit that zinc real quick.
Yeah.
Take us away on some tour updates. We don't have very many, but they are important.
Yeah, very important. So, of course, this weekend, Saturday, March 28th, we have the Manchester Music Hall show.
Brian Hines' favorite shows of the year.
Yes, it's a great one. I know I've only been to one, but up there with one of my favorite OVW events I've ever been to. So definitely something you do not want to miss. It's Comic-Con weekend. The Louisville Kings are kicking off. I mean, that's a good weekend.
What's the Louisville Kings?
That's the pro team that Louisville just got through
the football team,
UFL.
American football.
Oh, that's right.
United Football League. They chopped someone's poor team, one of these teams, and maybe it was Florida that got hit, unfortunately. But they got rid of them and said, "Hey, Louisville, here's a football team."
So where are they playing? Are they playing at Papa John's?
They're at the it's where some of the soccer teams play.
Okay.
Family something Lynn Stadium.
Yeah, right down from downtown Louisville.
Yep.
Yeah,
right by it. Yep.
Yeah, really nice stadium. Never been in it, but have driven past it a couple times. Looks really nice.
And it looks good from the interstate. You get a good look at it going down 64.
Oh yeah.
No, that's a big weekend. Comic-Con weekend.
Yeah.
Professional sports in the great state of Kentucky, which hasn't happened in 50 years since the dissolution of ABA.
So we had last real kind of showdown like that. I mean, that's not arena football. I mean, I had so much love for the Horsemen. Do y'all remember the Horsemen?
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
I remember the thoroughbreds, young man.
Yes, I didn't go to a game, but I've heard the lore.
Yes,
I've heard the lore.
We have a hockey team now.
We did just get one. Yeah, they've been at the Ice Center.
The Ice Center. OVW has been there a couple times. Yeah, the Lexington Nightfall.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't. Okay.
Yeah,
I got to go to this.
Yeah,
I
so
did
now
not know that was a thing.
That's right in my neighborhood. So we walked
real close
down
to where
there
he
once
lives.
for AWM show.
So is it the Ice House, right, where the roller girls play?
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No. Yeah.
I guess they bout. They don't play.
Yeah.
But I had no idea. Louisville, they get all the nice things.
They do. We get.
But we got hockey.
We got the hockey. Yeah,
and we got the roller girls. I'm a fan. If you've never been, you should go.
Yeah.
What are they called? Bluegrass.
They're the
roller girls
Rocks.
roller of Central Kentucky.
Yes.
Roller girls of Central Kentucky. That's right.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a long-standing tradition. I think they had one in Louisville for a little bit called Derby City Roller Girls, if I remember correctly.
So familiar.
I used to have the patch when I was in high school. I thought it was really cool.
And it is really cool.
Back when teenagers are the only people allowed to wear patches. After high school, no patches. Okay, freshman year of college, you're finding yourself. Maybe you're going by your middle name now. Some patches.
A lot of people do that. Yeah.
A lot of people do that.
We'll bring the patches back.
But 2021, if you can buy alcohol legally,
I almost went by my middle name.
What's your middle name?
If you don't mind.
Nick.
No, it's not.
I mean, that's certainly part of it. Yes. I don't know that he wants to give away the full middle name.
Well, I wish I could guess what Nick is short for.
You'll never guess it. Never in a million years.
There's like 4 names it could be.
And it's not
You'll guess wrong. Go ahead, try.
What was that?
It's not Nicholas.
What was that dude in the Bible, the little short one that climbed up on the tree?
Zacchaeus.
I thought that started with an N.
man.
I thought that started with an N. Yeah, I have nothing.
Chat room, get in there with your guesses.
That's a different show.
We gotta get.
We have a chat room. They're just not live.
not
I can't
live,
see them right now.
That's fair.
I don't have quantum chat room technology to see them as this is being debuted.
I also noticed that sometimes the chat room, they on our videos, they'll leave chat comments in the regular comment section while someone is in the chat having conversation with them, which is very funny.
Really?
Yes.
I gotta look back at that.
Which, hey, not complaining because suddenly we started getting way more comments on the video.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
keep
we're
doing
loving
that.
it.
We'll take
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah,
We'll
so
take that.
yeah, leave them in the regular comment section. That's totally fine.
That's it, man. Yeah, moral of the story: Manchester Music Hall this weekend.
Manchester Music Hall this weekend.
Just
Second,
be there.
but what's the okay? So NIC or NICH or NICK?
No,
Neither one.
neither.
This is tough.
Yeah, no, I got nothing.
What else
I
do we
got
have
nothing.
other than Manchester Music Hall?
We got April 4th, the Bluegrass Sportsplex in E-Town. We'll be having some OVW stars in attendance, man. Come to
right.
the show, man. But I know one just got announced this week too. Another one.
Yeah,
You have that tiny?
let me see it. I'll do some producing while y'all work.
You good?
Let's also talk about the Comic-Con, shall we?
Yeah, Comic Con is this weekend. I think you kind of touched on that.
Yeah.
As far as OVW goes, I'm not gonna say anything right now. Card subject to change. You guys, if you're attending Lexington Comic Con, are going to be very, very, very happy with the attendees at the OVW booth this year. These are people that you have been looking forward to talking to, looking forward to getting a little bit of one-on-one time, and they will be there Thursday through Sunday, or maybe I think Friday through Sunday.
Yeah,
This-
and let's talk a little bit about how that generally works. Jackman is they'll usually be 2 stars and they'll be there for 2-3 hours at a time.
Yes.
They will leave and then 2 more will show up. So if you're there all day at the con, you're going to want to stop by multiple times because chances are you're going to see different people every time you go by.
So the rule of 2, the whole kind of thing.
That seems to
I
be the
got
way
you.
it's worked in previous years. Am I right about that, Jackman?
Yeah,
Yeah.
based on what I saw, yes, that still seems to be consistent with this year. But trust me when I say these are people you're going to want to go see and you're going to want to go talk to.
They're a bit like the Sith in that way.
There you go. The rule of 2, you got it.
Is that a what does that mean in Star Wars land?
Well, with the Sith, there can only be 2. The Master,
Oh,
the
I had no
Apprentice,
idea.
and then the
2
Apprentice.
there are.
Eventually, that's just the way of the dark side. You got to get angry enough and feel powerful enough. You got to take out your master after that. The master knows it's coming. Sometimes they'll accept it, but other times, actually, no. That's not the Sith way. That's
Yeah, I
not
was
the
gonna
rule
say,
too. They won't accept that.
Based on everything
Yeah.
that I've seen,
Yeah,
I don't
I was
think
like,
that's
never
the way.
mind. No, they won't accept it. But when it's done, they'll be like, good. You know how
Who
they
knew that Brian Hines was the glue keeping us on the rails around here?
It's kind of like if the master isn't defeated, then the apprentice wasn't good enough to be a master.
That's it.
Okay.
So that every single generation of Sith is stronger than the previous one.
Like Starkiller in Force Unleashed.
Okay,
Star
Starkiller
Killer.
kind of broke the mold because that
broke
Because
guy.
he falls,
everything.
he gets soft,
He does. It's because love.
right?
Love, man.
But I
Love is
thought
the
that
best.
having sex made you a Sith.
See, but that's the thing with the Jedi code. It's like none of that stuff, But a lot of them still do it.
Yeah, that's
Even
what
the best of them did.
That's
it.
what, but I guess that's what I'm so confused about. Is I always thought that was one of the things that made Anakin
Right.
Darkseid is that he
was the love aspect,
Right.
And
The attachment,
The
not the love
attachment,
itself,
yeah.
but the attachment.
you
to
tell
the rock.
you tell me Qui-Gon and that other boy didn't have any attachment of any kind in a very like Greek way. You telling me they didn't have any attachment?
and Obi-Wan definitely did finally get some lady love in the Clone Wars series.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did see that. I do.
So
love
other
yeah,
than
it's
that,
not
yeah.
that it's much like certain other institutions that we might deal with today.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that you can't do it; you just have to keep it private if you do. That's because this
you
is
have
part
to
of
lie about it.
and this is part of what made the Jedi a corrupt organization
That's what made
and
them
why
fall.
they fell.
Yeah, that's absolutely it.
This is a much better conversation when we have an hour to talk about it.
Wow, look
Yeah.
at look at Malachi.
That's
We
it.
got
Wow.
we got an hour right now.
Let me start on the
All
Star
right,
Wars.
so that's been.
So-
We've talked about all sorts of things here. Mick Foley is here on Rise on Thursday, a couple days from now,
I mean, who better to have in the house when you have a street fight on the card?
little street fight.
and
that's right.
what is this? Is this?
See, this is when we need a camera. It's right here. It's right here. And we're just reacting to stuff just the whole time.
Oh, I'd love that.
Be great.
No, I don't see another show for them right yet. I've
Okay.
looked through their stuff. I don't see it. I don't see it under their page. I'll keep looking. Wait a
Got
minute.
you.
So you're on OVWrestling.com, right?
I'm on OVW's Facebook page.
Oh, I was just gonna say tickets can be found at ovwrestling.com.
That is very true.
So I didn't know if maybe that might be
Here we go.
Yeah.
Marion County Event Center, Lebanon, Kentucky.
Lebanon.
Lebanon, Kentucky.
was it.
Friday, May 8th. Doors open 6 p.m.
That's on the other side of where I grew up. Lebanon. Yeah.
One more thing we probably ought to mention here in the general knowledge section of the podcast before we get into last week's show. OVW did release a list of updated safety protocols following the Dallas Edwards incident from a couple weeks ago. I do have them up in front of me. Would you guys like to hear them? Maybe we'll talk about them a little bit.
I think that this is as good a place as any.
All right. These immediate protocols mark the start of OVW's strengthened, ongoing commitment to the health and safety of our talent and everyone involved. This is a living, evolving effort that will grow as best practices, training, and industry standards emerge. Our focus is long-term wellness for our talent, crew, and fans. Detecting early signs of seizure training. So they're going to, in partnership with the Epilepsy Foundation of Kentuckiana, OVW will host an April seizure first aid certification program for talent and staff. This training course covers how to recognize different types of seizures, understand their impact, and respond with safe, appropriate first aid. Participants will receive a 2-year certification. Second, concussion safety and CTE prevention. In partnership with Chris Nowinski, PhD, co-founder and CEO of the Concussion and CET Foundation, OVW.
If you're a wrestling fan, you recognize that
I
name.
do know that name.
If you're a wrestling fan, you
or
probably
a
recognize
football
that
fan.
name.
That's anywhere where CTE is an issue. This
Probably
name has
the
come up.
most, the foremost leader in kind of CTE advocacy, if I could speak, in the United States at least.
Yep. So OVW will host an April concussion safety and CTE prevention training for talent and staff. This training will be added to the OVW Academy beginner syllabus moving forward.
Okay.
Which is huge.
That is huge.
Big.
Additional medical staff at ringside. Through our partnership with Norton Healthcare, OVW will deploy additional trained medical staff at larger events on a case-by-case basis. And Norton Healthcare will provide CPR training for talent, staff, and contractors. Finally, in-ring and back-office communications. In addition to referees and ring announcers being equipped with IVF in-ear monitoring devices, and our ringside camera crew having production headsets for faster communication with the backstage team, our ringside timekeeper will now have a headset for fast, direct communication with the director. This allows for immediate decisions to stop a match and check on the talent. So that's our new protocols from OVW. Gentlemen, your reaction?
So it's I'll venture a guess. It sounds like kind of the seminars and stuff might be. I mean, definitely like the newest parts of this. I would say that OVW probably, since they started, definitely in our time covering it, protection of the people in the ring, whether they be wrestlers or referees or anybody else. We saw all kinds of people in the ring last Thursday. All kinds of different people in the ring last Thursday. And their protection and their safety has always been paramount at OVW. That doesn't mean that you stop, right? That doesn't mean that there's not progress to be made. And it sounds like kind of these seminars are a great next step.
No, that's it. It's the point you said, especially about adding it to the academy. That's love that, especially just if you're gonna learn wrestling, learn it from its core, learn the lore behind it, and built from scratch. That's the way to do it.
Well, this isn't the 90s. We don't ignore CTE around here. That's
goodness.
That is a living issue that has to be kind of addressed directly.
100%. 100%. And one, unfortunately, that can go unnoticed and unmonitored for a really long time. It's
silent, man.
Especially whenever you have a lot of people who love to compete and love the adrenaline of competition, and 99.9% of the time will say, "I am fine."
Yeah.
When they're not.
Yeah.
When
they'll
they're
put
not.
their bodies on the line out there. They'll risk it all out there when they're doing something. You get to these levels, that passion's driven you so much to get to this point, that adrenaline takes over.
I also would kind of like to say one last thing here before we get into it. I think that this episode was such a resounding, kind of tied in with Sunday as well, past Sunday, was a resounding, we're moving forward.
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, we know that this was a really bad incident.
Yeah.
And we don't want this to ever happen again, hence the safety protocols. But there was, I mean, I know that on the internet, you know, Tony Evans, not everyone's favorite person, had the best match of the night, spoiler, and is still the champion.
Professional, yeah, he is.
And for me, there was a sense of like, hey, this is a resounding, we're moving forward. We're getting better. We're changing. We know what happened. We regret what happened. But, like, we're moving forward, and we're going to win because we have to.
Yeah,
because
all
we
the
have
noise,
to.
you have to.
Yeah, 100%. So, I guess you want to do a break real quick?
Hi, yeah, my name is Tony Bryan. I'm your producer. You are listening or watching the OVW Fan Zone, the OVW podcast. Let's start over, guys. No, I'm kidding. The OVW podcast, the original podcast of Ohio Valley Wrestling, and we will be right back.
And we're back.
There we are.
All right.
What a great break.
So, I don't do ads for free. I don't do ads for free. We got to start shelling out some money around here before I start doing ads for Divine Spirits. Anyway, non-title match at the beginning of the night between the OVW Tag Team Champions, the Troublemakers, that's Caden Christopher and Glenn Spector, versus the Sin City Outlaws. It's Luke Hartman and Mad Dog Martin. I feel like this is the first time in a little bit we've seen the Sin City Outlaws.
That was my first. As soon as they popped on the screen, I was like, it's been a bit since we've seen them on Rise, but it's so good to have them back, man.
Well, and then, but how did you feel when you saw that the Troublemakers were their opponents?
Not too great because you know what was coming after this.
Yeah, that's kind of the unfortunate thing.
Yeah, it's like you finally come back and it's like, man, we got to come out on top. Let's see it. Let's see it from the Sin City Outlaws, man.
I would love to have seen that, but yeah, it's kind of one of those like classic kind of like OVW, especially Thursday night things. And anything can happen on a Thursday night, but that's kind of what makes it so crazy when it does happen. Is that you see Luke, the Troublemakers versus Sin City Outlaws on most Thursdays. You're like, okay, well, I kind of get what's going on here. But if the Troublemakers or if the Sin City Outlaws rather had pulled this out, you're like, oh, we got a whole new thing going on.
Yeah, new page.
And OVW is so, I think, they use a lot of restraint by not just doing that every Thursday. Because a lot of, Vince Russo is writing for Juggalo Championship Wrestling. I think that's a great call. I think that's a great thing for him. But like when things get into like Crash TV status where there is no long-term plan and we're just swerving people to swerve people, bro.
You can tell immediately, like when you see it play out, you're like, what was the plan here?
Right, yeah.
And that's the worst feeling to get when you especially when you're watching wrestling, but other products like that where there's a written story, wrestling especially, you can tell when it's just shock factor or we got to go back to something real quick that worked versus something that's more complete. You can tell there's going to be payoff down the line.
Because, believe it or not, we watch wrestling for a lot of different reasons. It's not just to be surprised.
Yeah, yes.
Sometimes we just like the art and the sport of wrestling and like the stories that can be told inside of this very specific niche genre of storytelling. We aren't here to surprise and to clap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow. It's
right?
not just that.
It's
Sometimes it's
Yeah.
Sometimes, and guess what? Sometimes it is just that. And that's great
It's
too.
cool, when it's done right.
But I do think that you will lose faith so quickly in front of quote unquote smart wrestling fans like these two guys. You'll lose faith so quickly whenever you don't have a plan. Whenever it is just Crash TV and whenever it becomes obvious that you don't have a plan. And that's why I think the restraint that OVW shows in matchups like this goes a long way.
It does.
And it makes the Sunday nights even more special.
Yes.
Makes them must see, must show up to, unless of course the Oscars is on.
Yeah. The Oscars is fair, man.
It only comes on once a year.
Once a year. I love
There's
the
like
Oscars,
12 Sunday night specials.
more like 10. Question.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm noticing a pattern. I want you guys to tell me what you think. Feels like OVW, this Thursday after your SNS, we see every title holder in action.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We have
Yep.
pretty much everyone this one. I think right after Tough Love, we had everybody in action there.
Yep.
I'm enjoying that as a palate cleansing and a place setting for the, because that's what these are. These are build up to the SNS,
Right.
and then there's a reset, and then there's kind of a new build. So yeah, I enjoy.
Do you want to host
seeing
the show?
it.
I like.
Nah,
That's good analysis, though.
I'm
man.
both fat, old, and ugly,
You
so
should.
I'm going to stay back here.
Those are 3 things.
yes, I'm over both. That's part of the fatness.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. That's great analysis. That I'm someone, a lot of wrestling fans are too, but I'm one of them. I like when the champs wrestle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as soon as they win the belt, it's a really good feeling when they come out the very next TV segment, the very next show they do, next episode they do.
And here they go.
There we go. We defending it. We're building a new story versus. I mean, sometimes they'll put, around the industry, they'll put the champ on ice for like weeks to maybe
Till the
even a
next
month.
pay-per-view.
Yeah, till the next
Yeah.
pay-per-view. Like, what? Why? Especially if it's a champion that everyone's really happy about. Get him out there again, man.
Well,
So
and, like that's
it.
the belt, man. That's why we're here.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
I want to see the belt.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, man.
Well, and I think that you raise a really good point, Tiny. But what OVW does really well with this, that some other wrestling companies have a problem with, is that the palate cleanser is a new plate. This is a different course on the same plate. You'd still see stuff that happened at the SNS, was brewing before the SNS, transfer over past the SNS schedule, but it still seems most of the time very new, especially with new champions. We have a few of them this week.
We do.
It seems very new. It seems like a totally fresh start, when in actuality, if you're looking at the entire timeline, you see exactly why we're there and exactly how we got there. That's a really hard balancing act.
It is.
To make things feel fresh and also continual.
It's rhythmic. It feels you can feel the rhythm of the OVW contest year that runs from the Nightmare Rumble to Christmas Chaos. There's a rhythm to it, and I kind of enjoy that.
That's it. It's missing in other companies, not just wrestling industry, but storytelling industries, man.
Sure.
It's missing.
100%. I've seen more movies in the last year.
You could tell. Yeah, you could tell.
It's not
story.
getting bad. And there's only
Yeah.
one good TV show out now. Oh, well, OVW Rise. It's OVW Rise.
Yeah,
Good TV show.
yeah.
Speaking of
the other
OVW
one's The
Rise,
Pit.
what did you guys think of this match? But this tag team match.
My favorite part was, well, first off, we were such big fans of Sin City Outlaws. And I think
yeah.
that's kind of
Yeah.
where this conversation started, was when you see the Troublemakers, you knew that it was
It's
not
not their night.
My favorite part of the match, strangely enough, well, the finish was great.
It was.
The Troublemakers are such great kind of, I hate using this term because I know Al hates it, but we all know what it means. Old school guys.
They are. Dude.
We
They're
got it's
great
a
acts.
monkey flip into a lariat.
It's so cool.
That's the oldest. A monkey flip's literally one of the oldest things you could do. That's not a headlock or a suplex or a tie up. Okay, that's a day one. A monkey flip is some day one wrestling stuff. I love that they still kind of allowed themselves to be a little comedic.
Yeah.
Show a little bit of that personality that they had kind of early in their run at OVW, but still remain super resounding champions.
Yeah, they got it, man. They're convincing because that they're just a great act, like you said,
Yes, they are.
like straight up, they're just a great act. But now they have that comedic element that we saw at first, but it kind of was a little harmful. We didn't take them too
I
serious
agree,
because they weren't winning.
I agree.
But-
It was a little
Yeah,
harmful.
but now their personalities are really coming out with the wins, with the belts. That's a great package, man.
It is.
You got any clips on this one?
Yeah, you want to see how this one
please,
ended? I've got
yes.
Let's
of
see it.
course.
Yeah.
All right,
See it.
let's get to it.
Now, the interaction that the Troublemakers had,
Powerbomb.
I think it was Glenn Spector with Janie in the middle of the match, where he's kind of getting distracted because she's ooh la lawing him.
doing her
and-
thing. Yeah.
She's wearing
was
his
pretty
jacket.
great.
It's pretty
That
funny,
was-
man.
yeah.
It's pretty great.
What do you think of this finishing move
Got the European uppercut,
with the sling?
Point.
Kind of.
And oh my goodness, look at the elevation on that monkey flip, and then
the lariat.
the
man.
lariat.
That's woo.
Laying our poor Sin City Outlaw down. Janie not quick enough to make the break. Champions, well, it was a non-title match.
Right.
Champions looking super strong in their first match as champions.
Yep, love seeing him featured, man.
I liked Janie felt a little more dynamic in character this week, so I enjoyed seeing that.
I think that she probably, more so than the other two, benefited from a little bit of time off.
Yeah.
And also, like, I hate being too inside baseball on this, but when the last Manchester Music Hall show, when we had all the wrestlers around, you kind of get a feeling of who the locker room is high on, who has a lot of potential. Janie definitely was someone that people were talking to us about, like that. You wait until she puts this whole thing all together, and you guys are looking at a future star.
Yeah, 'cause she's so young, and she's got none but
all
up
the
to go.
potential in the world. And same for her cousin and friend, but Janie she was the piece that they were missing, and when she came along and has grown into her own, it really allowed them to continue to grow and just kind of not their week. Troublemakers are the champions. Sin City Outlaws are the losers.
Yep.
Let's talk about this next match. Who's this guy?
Let's do it, man. So, T-Dub.
I know who he is.
Yeah, you do know who he is.
Let's start with who Wildfire sent to us from the back this week randomly.
Sure. Mr. Tesk, man.
Is that how you say it?
That's how I say it.
I thought it was Teshke.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah.
when you see it written
Yeah,
out.
I mean that's how it's written. That's how it's written out. No, I
Tusk.
get it. Yeah, and until you hear it verbally, that's a lot of names, especially internet names where it's like creators or just your first encounter on someone where it's online kind of persona.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard getting the pronounce or how it's said until you hear it audibly.
Also,
that's how I've said it. I hope that's correct.
I don't watch YouTube that I'm not on.
Right? No, I know. I get it. Mr. Tesk, came out. Fans of you've probably seen him on your timelines, Instagram, Facebook. He does this thing, covers a lot of OVW content, but all sorts of wrestling all over the industry, and he got his moment in the ring that night at Rise. I was gonna say unfortunately it was against a T-Dub, but T-Dub's not been able to figure it out, man. No matter who he calls
T-Dub's lost in the
out.
desert.
Yeah, with the suit on, with the turkey suit on, man.
Which is not, it's hot. You got to get that off.
Yeah, you do. And he tried it in this segment here by challenging.
I've got most of this moment because it doesn't last long. Do you just want to
let's watch it. It'd be better than me trying to explain it.
I'm just really. What's his name again?
Mr.
Tesk.
Tesk.
Mr. Tesk. I was looking for a moonsault. I was looking for a Canadian destroyer.
Okay.
I just wasn't impressed with the stunner.
Yeah,
it
man,
again.
it's too basic for you.
Yeah, it's just
too
too
basic. Man, that's a nice
Yeah.
stunner, man.
I love that the turkey suit is tucked into TW's boots. Can we talk about that?
That is a great touch right there. That's. Oh man, you don't like the form there, man?
Nah, I really wanted like a double moonsault.
Yeah, okay.
I wanted like a one-winged angel.
Man, okay.
Yeah, I wanted like I don't know. Name a cool move.
Stunner.
I said a cool one. I said a cool one.
Coup de grace.
Yeah, I wanted a coup de grace. A Sister Abigail.
I just love saying coup de grace. Yeah, we didn't get
the
we
blow
got
of
old
grace.
fashioned stunner,
The blow
man.
of grace.
What a moment that had to be though. You cover some topic online.
Yeah, you cover it every week for months and years, and then you do it, and you get invited on, and you win.
Yeah, living the dream. You get a win. Is he on Cage Match? He's got to be on Cage Match now.
Nah, listen, he's on YouTube. Okay.
We'll throw it in the YouTube record books, man. They got to be keeping score somewhere of YouTubers, creators, turn wrestlers.
Yeah.
Logan Paul's on there.
Logan Paul,
Speed.
Our own Brandon Davis. Let's not-
Brandon
Brandon
BD,
Davis.
baby.
Brandon Davis can do a moonsault.
Yeah, BD's cold like that. That is true. Yeah, we saw our clip. What was the timing on this one? 9 seconds?
It was quick.
Was all it took?
Most of it with
all it
T
took?
with his back to him.
Would have
so.
taken me 8.
Man, 8. Okay.
And I would have done a
We
moonsault.
might have to. Hey, we have to get licensed up. It sounds like we need to get you licensed up. We got to get in there.
That's the last thing that needs to happen. I don't want to win every championship. I don't want to win every championship.
That's true, man.
He doesn't have that many shoulders or waists.
Yeah.
It would be like
I gotta
Mercedes.
get like I gotta get the Feist
Get some
Phantoms.
Feist
I gotta get the
Phantoms,
Feist
you know,
Phantoms
carry
out,
your
bro.
belts around. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
No, we'll get it, man.
Yeah, let's just move. I mean, I think we've covered everything here. I don't think there's anything more to say here.
Yeah, surely
mean,
TW won't be back to do anymore.
Well, now,
No,
if you
yeah,
get
no.
that
Honestly,
license,
if I lost to a YouTuber, I would never show my ass again on
What-
OVW television. But TW3 really didn't get that memo.
well, after that stunner, I think Tess got some. He might have a run. So if you got licensed, would it be a call out? Would you have? Would you? Because
I don't know. He seems like he's a little more athletic than I am.
I was say, who do you want? Do you want Mr. Tesk or do you want Shannon the Dude for the World Radio Heavyweight Championship?
Oh, I could beat Shannon the Dude.
okay.
Oh, I could beat Shannon.
And
the
you're
Dude.
on the radio,
For
so
sure.
you qualify.
Yeah,
so.
no, he can come by Asleep at the Wheel, Mondays 4 to 6 p.m., WRFL.FM, streaming live worldwide 24/7, 365. Wherever you take yourself out in this deep, dark world of ours, you can take WRFL with you if you want to.
88.1 all the way to the left.
All the way to the left, Radio Free Lexington. Yeah, no, I could beat Shannon. I don't know.
Okay.
Mr. What is it? again?
Mr. Tusk.
He seems like he would have picked on me in high school.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't get that from him, but
The hat and the hoodie combo, that's a
Okay.
very pick on Jackman in high school combo. If he had on some like trip pants or like
Okay.
Jinko jeans, then definitely he would have fit the whole bill.
Okay.
But just I don't know. Maybe I'm intimidated by. I mean, how many? Does he get more viewers than us?
Oh,
I'd
yeah, I
sure
think
say
so.
so.
Oh, he has more
He
viewers.
talks
than-
about more wrestling than us.
He
so.
talk,
He
and
does his thing.
He has more. So he has more people
He does his
watching us.
thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on
Yeah, let's
to
do
a.
it.
Let's move us along, Mr. Allen.
Let's do it, Mr. Test. Congrats on the win, baby. About 3
How do you
of
get
the
more?
night.
How do you get more viewers?
About,
Just keep pressing.
yeah, about 3 of the night
Anybody out
It's
there
our-
who knows how to get more viewers, let us know.
is the OVW.
Get in the chat.
It's for the OVW Media Championship, and we saw Jay De Niro, fresh new champion, take on Jake Painter.
Kind of as we were talking about earlier on the back of Tiny's point, this is, Jay's the new champion,
Yep.
but this is kind of the, I guess, kind of the waves still crashing in from his championship win.
Yeah.
And little Freebird action here as far as the rematch clause.
Like some Freebird action.
Yeah, this is technically his rematch with Jake Painter.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's moved on to the other member of the trifecta who isn't the guy
Who actually is Jake Painter.
Yes, who was not who was not Ashton Adonis, who was actually holding the championship when it came to Jay. So
Yeah.
Ashton is the oddest man out here.
Oh yeah. I gotta give Ashton
I'm still
credit.
surprised he's there.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get into. Is that might be the most patient man alive with how he's put up with, the trifecta's drama. We'll say for the past few months now, maybe. But he got his title lost when he was suspended. That's like getting fired on your day off.
And lost his rematch bout when he wasn't in it.
Right.
Yeah, Ashton Adonis, it was Friday and he had nothing to do.
Yeah, and then the title's gone. Your gold's gone. So most patient man. He was even patient in this match. There was
He actually got suspended for stealing boxes.
for stealing boxes.
Yeah, stealing boxes. That's how Craig gets fired on Friday. Stealing boxes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it. So, I guess with the.
Nice healthy match here. Good length.
I would say, yeah, it was Jay, man. Jay, okay, ultimately, Jay, we'll say Jay, did come out on top, but Jake Painter, man,
Jake Painter.
living up to the name. I mean, he was working Jay's back.
Incredibly impressive. Moved a million miles a minute. Didn't
Yeah.
stop, I don't think.
I mean, he didn't. He was doing all sorts of maneuvers. I mean, the art of breaking a back. He's just adding. He needs to write a book on it. I mean, he's doing it from the top rope, mid rope.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing it outside the ring, in the ring. He can do it in the parking lot. I mean,
There's also there's a few just, even though they happen in like a short second, half of a second. There's some true feats of strength from Jake Painter.
yeah, he's got it, man. He's more athletic and stronger than you could ever really imagine. Like, it's just mad impressive. Jake Painter, you're a dog.
There's that point where not just when he's lifting Jay around and doesn't look like he's missing a beat. I mean, kid's cardio's got to be incredible.
It is, yeah.
There's a part where Jay slings him into the corner and he goes up and holds himself vertical.
Yes, that was nice.
For 4 seconds or so. I can barely stand up for 4 seconds some days, guys. I won't tell you why. It happens after night. It happens after the sun goes down.
Yeah.
But I can barely stand up for 4 seconds straight on my feet some days. This Jake Painter kid is doing it
upside down, just on the rope.
It's crazy.
It's madness, man. You got any clips?
Of course. Yeah, let's take a look at this ending.
Yeah, let's see it.
I really wanted Ashton to get out of the trifecta.
Oh, me too.
But I do think that he kind of fits in,
I
and
mean,
I
he
don't know where
does.
else he would go.
Yeah. If he was gonna do it, I thought it'd be after winning the title, but
Look at referee Charlene McKenzie there
got
with
him, yeah.
she's all over it this
she
week.
is.
She is. There's a couple of really big spots for Charlene this week. There's Goat Boy.
Yep.
We see Jake Painter arguing his case. Jay De Niro slow to get back to his feet. Ashton Adonis makes his presence known.
And there Charlene catches it.
Yes, she did.
On top of
The
it.
biggest most eagle-eyed ref in the history of professional wrestling, Charlene McKenzie.
What do you think Painter's argument is when he's mad at Charlene for calling him out for the leverage pin there? What's his argument?
I think he probably says some stuff that wouldn't be very good to say about women.
That's probably it.
I have no reason to believe. I want to make something very clear.
the
I want to make something very clear. I have no reason to believe that, and I don't think it's true.
Yeah, let's not throw Jake Painter under the bus.
As a
just
character,
yet.
you know,
All the Mr. Tesh K stuff, all that shade, that was real. The Jake Painter shade, that was a joke.
Yeah, we hope he kept it clean. His argument. Absolutely. But yeah, Ashton he rocked Jay. Jay took a beating. He kept his gold, but man, he took a beating this match.
It's back to that sympathetic Jay De Niro that we never. All of Jay's sympathy that led him to turning babyface was everyone wanting him to shut Tony up, which he still really hasn't successfully done.
Right,
by the way.
that's untouched right now. Yeah.
The sympathy of Jay De Niro is something that it's a good thing that he's a wrestling teacher because this is something that everyone needs to learn. It's hard to be as big as Jay, as old as Jay, as experienced as Jay, and still be this sympathetic week in and week out.
And at the same
everyone
time,
can learn from this.
Intimidating.
Yeah.
he
Like
still is,
sympathetic, but not intimidating.
He ain't no bitch.
No.
That's for sure.
Even if he's been getting hit a bunch during the match, when he gets up and he has that face he puts on, just kind of
It's game over.
oh, it's over.
No, and
over.
for the majority of this evening, the trifecta are up to their dirty old tricks. I believe that Charlene actually kicks them out.
Yes.
Right.
And then they come back, I think.
Right. But really great match. I actually, as I was watching this evening, I actually had a ton of fun. I thought that the main event of hour 1 and hour 2 was fantastic. I thought that the TW stuff, in all seriousness, in both hours was a really fun let me up.
Oh yeah.
And I just thought this was a really, really well paced night of wrestling.
It was. It fit in a lot of stars and story.
Especially in the main event of hour 2. I mean,
it was a lot to do.
That was like watching a string puzzle being put together. It was.
Yeah, I like that.
It was expertly booked, but we'll get there and talk about it whenever we.
It was. It told so many stories. That main event.
I was infinitely impressed.
In a fascinating format. It's so seldom that the actual format of a match just kind of fascinates me, but it really did. But you're right. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Let's move along to a little U.S. title.
It was like
action.
an episode of The Pit. There's just so much going on.
So we had Star Raider come out on commentary for
Right,
this
right.
U.S. Championship. Did he have new music? Was I?
He did, and a new
Okay.
graph and Neutron.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Okay.
And it's just Star Rider. It's like when John Cena was coming out to nothing.
Yeah, just to Nothing during the heel run that was.
Yeah.
Star Rider though, this kind of repackage. Y'all like that they're doing it and how they're doing it so far? Because I do.
I do too. Yeah. No. I mean, Star has been on this show several times in a few different iterations. He's a really great guy, a really positive guy, and am so happy. Because I mean, dude, I've been watching Star Rider wrestle at OVW for 7 years now.
Really?
Yeah, it may be longer.
I didn't know he was there that long.
Maybe not as long as I think, but like it's been a long time. It's been maybe 6, maybe 6. But it's been a long time, and he's had some really great matches and some really great roles and some really great rivalries. But like this is the big time for Star Rider.
It is, man. Biggest title in the company.
Biggest title in the company. Biggest heel in the company. Biggest heel.
One of the biggest guys in the company.
One of the
on the
like
other side.
I mean, this is a really, really great opportunity for Star Rider, and he has a veritable rocket strapped to him after the great match that he had at the Sunday Night Special. I mean, I don't think ultimately he will beat Tony, but getting him to this match will have had. I mean, I'm sure we have another couple of weeks, but so far has given us a lot to talk about and a lot to consume, and we haven't even seen these two guys square up in a ring yet. And Star Rider deserves it.
He does, man.
And he's so good on the mic. Every time they put him on the mic for more than 5 seconds, I'm always impressed.
Controversial opinion. Controversial opinion. I don't even think it's that controversial. It's actually a big compliment. Yeah. Star Rider needed the heel thing
to adjust.
Yes. He needed to push his personality and the personality of Star Rider, the character, all the way out so that he could recenter it. And I think that that's what we're getting right now. And that's why it's working so well. It's much like a conversation that we were having right before we went on microphone. It can be really hard to find yourself again. Yeah. Much less find yourself the first time.
Yeah.
Star Rider's found himself like 4 times in the last year.
That's a feat, man.
So really glad to see him at commentary.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really glad to see him at commentary here.
So before we get into the match itself, what did you guys? I thought Tony was a little extra Tony in his Tonying his pre-match Tonying.
This is exactly kind of what I was referring to. This was all gas, no brakes on Tony Evans and the fan and reminding the fan base that like Tony's our champion.
Yep.
And Tony ain't going nowhere.
Nope.
Yeah. And I for one, not to make light of what could have been a much worse tragedy than it actually was, thank goodness, I think was the right decision.
Yep.
I mean, the retrenchment and, having, the opposite of this is like, let's have Al come to the ring and make a statement to lead off the show and just be all heavy-handed and maudlin. And
Nope.
And I would have had a serious pre-show sit-down with all of you guys if that's the way it went down. And I would have said, and you guys can attest to this, how many times have you heard me say it? I'm not going to say this on the show, but I want to say it out loud. That would have been this exact conversation. If Al had come out, if they had stripped Tony from the title, if they had changed the Sunday Night Special match from a non-title match to a title match and Tony lasted that night, we would have had that conversation out in the lobby there, and I would have had to get it all out because I would have been, I don't want to say disappointed, I would have slightly understood, but like what happened with Dallas is an anomaly, not the rule. And that has to be factored in. And I was thinking about this too. Talking about movies. Alec Baldwin fucking killed somebody on the set of his last movie.
He did.
And walked.
Yep.
Where was all the OVW, all the people calling for Tony Evans' head when Alec Baldwin literally shot a woman? It's obviously not people getting hurt in entertainment that made you so mad. It was an opportunity for you to go again, like I said last week, an opportunity for you to go on and fucking bury people that did not deserve fucking burying. There's no one in this world that deserves being fucking buried more than Alec fucking Baldwin. Okay? And he got off scot-free. If I ever have to see that Donald Trump impression on Saturday Night Live from Alec Baldwin ever again, this will be it. the show's over, and I'm pulling every episode off of YouTube, and I'm gonna act like this show never existed. I hate Alec Baldwin so much. That's a different story for a different day.
That's a weird reaction, Jackman. I'm just gonna say.
But in all seriousness, like he shot a woman.
I know. I don't like him either.
And Tony Evans is a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
For not, yeah.
For being in an
let's move along.
impossible situation.
So yes, Tony went full Tony and then some with Zoe.
I thought this was match of the night.
I mean, yeah, it was such a great match.
I thought this was match of the night. I thought this was fantastic.
I mean, before they even rang the bell, he grabbed the mic again and had a little bit more to say.
Yeah.
After
I'm
his
not
first
done.
promo.
Yeah.
No, I'm not done yet. No, so it's.
You deserved to hold the belt, but it's a shame it took you 10 years to get it. Kind of is the summation of what
Yeah, he
Tony
was getting
had
his
to say.
in, man.
The Toniest Tony that ever Tonied on a Thursday night.
It had to be
Tony,
that way,
you ain't
though.
stopping Tony, man.
It really had to be that way.
Yeah, it had to. It absolutely had to. And this match was interesting when you compare it to the one on March Mayhem just this past Sunday, where that one had a little bit more of a comedic feel, more lighted. We went into it non-title.
I get what you're saying.
So you already had the assumption it might be a little lighter. Do some spots, Eddie Guerrero spot like that. Do some stuff that's appropriate.
It's one of the Eddie Guerrero spot is if we're just getting down into the subsections of wrestling, different subgenres of wrestling, or the Venn diagram of genres of wrestling, what the fuck ever. The Eddie Guerrero spot is comedy.
Yeah. It is.
This was brutality.
Yeah, this was the actual Tony Evans character versus a Big Zoe character, where it's like now you're really seeing the hate now.
Yeah.
Versus the more lighter moments. There weren't no lighter moments that I could pick up on this one really.
I spilled bourbon all over myself.
Really, that sounds fun.
It was all right. I got a little bit of a buzz. It soaked into my skin.
Yeah. It's one way.
Osmosis.
Yeah. Osmosis. Remember that movie Osmosis Jones?
Loved it.
You remember Kid Rock? You remember when Kid Rock was in that?
He was in that.
He did a concert as an amoeba.
So he was in a. It's been so long since I watched it. I didn't pick it up then. I mean, I ain't watched it in so long. You got me on my to-do list.
Kid Rock is
Kid
in that
Rock
movie as an amoeba.
As an amoeba doing a concert.
He's doing a Kid Rock song. It's great. It's great.
That movie was so great.
Anyway, I spilled bourbon all over myself because I got so excited as I'm watching it on my phone. The person I was with, when Tony crawls up to the third rope, Zoe's all the way on the other corner. I moved the phone so quick, I got bourbon all over my shirt. You got it. Tony Evans is about to go for a coast to coast. Tony Evans is about to go for a coast to coast, which we've seen him hit before, but again, back to the restraint of a Thursday night at OVW. Doesn't do it all the time. Doesn't have to. Doesn't have to.
Right. Yeah.
I thought that was so fucking cool, dude. I thought that was the best when Tony Evans went over for the coast to coast. I loved it. How long was this match? It felt like half an hour.
We got the time on here? 17 minutes?
Oh, I thought it was much longer. It felt, and not in a bad way. It felt like much longer.
Yeah, no, it did. Just because there's and that'll
so
happen
much
when
going on.
that'll happen in one, you get the brutality of a match like this, but then when you that key element we keep bringing up, the story. When the story's there in a match, it will feel like it's just been a long time, because you see that longevity from whenever the story started and it progressed to this point. That all comes out in a match like this, man.
Yep. I wish we could go back to a year ago. I mean, we can. It's in a podcast feed. And I wish I could talk to myself from a year ago and say, man, Tony Evans, Big Zoe, biggest feud in the company, biggest title of the company. I would say, what?
Yeah, you wouldn't see it at the time, yeah.
And I was someone at the time calling for Big Zoe to move up the card, saying that Tony Evans can move up the card if they ever want him to. I was saying all of that stuff a year ago, but I wouldn't have believed that a year later that's going to be where we're at.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah. And we made it. It's part of the story too.
Yeah, very impressed with these guys. Very, 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 very awesome. My match of the night.
Yeah, I agree.
My match of the night.
I agree.
Honestly, that just goes back to, if you've listened to this long enough, I like singles matches where the champion wrestles.
You want to see the ending of this?
This is the definition of a singles match where the champion wrestles. I loved it.
Yep.
Loved it.
Let's take a look at how it ended.
Big Zoe got the belt in his hands.
That gold, man.
Kind of a little bit of a flashback to Sunday night, right? Big Zo arguing with Daniel Spencer. Daniel Spencer trying to keep it clean, call it right down the middle. Tony
Look at
Evans
this
has
camera work.
other plans.
The camera work's always there, man. It's good. Oop.
Big
Didn't get you
Zo
there.
down. Big Zo, Tony. Oh, nope.
Stuck him, man. Oof.
Tony Evans was able to counter Big Zo and stuck him
Mm.
and exhausted Tony Evans with the world's most arrogant pin.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Does his
great,
brass knuckles say hush on them?
I
I'm
believe
pretty sure they do.
indeed.
Yep.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
love
Too
it.
bad that's a really hard one to monetize.
You could get to some. Well,
No.
yeah. There's no.
Think about all those kids in Davis Arena running
Yeah, that-
around
Well,
with
I
fake brass
saw,
knuckles on.
They had them at the merch table.
Did he really?
I saw a few
Fake ones? Did they fit?
I didn't try them out. I was afraid to because no one was posted there. So
Sure,
I was like, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna look like,
That's the right
Yeah.
thing to do.
Yeah. But I
Public
wanted
service
to try 'em.
announcement. If no one's at the gimmick table, don't touch the gimmicks.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, I was like, I'll hold off, but I'm gonna need one of those.
We might see Tony this weekend. We
Yeah.
we might be able to
Yeah,
make
it's like,
that
hey
happen
man,
for you.
we need one of those.
I just
Because
can't.
I'm curious, what's the material? Like,
Yeah, I
what
gotta
do we-
know. I
Yeah.
gotta know, and I gotta know all the kids that are upset that their parents won't let them buy one too. Because I mean, that's
Bring it to school. Just
yeah, bring it to school.
Got hit with the
It's-
hush knuckles.
I'm
man.
not even worried, dude. Trust me. If some of those kids, most of them are well behaved. Some of these kids at OVW, if they had brass knuckles, they're not taken to school. They're getting taken away that night. They're getting taken away before they leave Davis Arena.
Joe will have to take them.
Joe
Yeah.
will have to take them.
Yep.
I have watched hardcore belts be contested on the hard cam side, right on the end there, where those kids all gather. It is a cutthroat world of not professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Gotta be. Hey, gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, you do.
Gotta start somewhere.
You do.
TW3 started in the backyard. Now he's losing to YouTubers. So, gotta start somewhere.
Yeah. Speaking of T-Dub, we are
Thinking about calling
Yeah.
our episode of this podcast "The Great Turkey Adventure."
No, I already gave you a name for it. Me and him came up with a name for it yesterday.
What
WAP, Wet Ass Podcast.
yeah, no, we're
we're
good.
not. We're
We're-
not. Yeah, we're good.
So I heard WAP on the radio yesterday, and they bleep out. I want to gag. I want to choke. I want you to touch that little dangly thing
Oh,
that's swinging in
okay.
the back of my throat. But I'm pretty sure you can say all of that on the radio and it's okay.
Yeah, you
I'm
should. There's
pretty,
none of
like I'm
those words-
legitimately pretty
yeah,
sure
none of
that
those
you can
words
say all
should
of that
be-
on the radio.
Should be censored. Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah,
I
that's
wish
what
they
I'm-
would have.
Just want to say hi to all the parents out there listening to the
I have said
podcast.
this before. This is not.
That-
we have never ever acted like this was for children.
I know, but they still listen.
So-
That's all I'm saying.
So Tony Evans
What was your first R-rated movie?
gets the win there, and I was going to ask Tony what you thought of that lyric that you just said. Wait, you said first R-rated movie. was that your question? I'm
Yeah, what was
sorry.
your first R-rated movie?
First R-rated movie had to be. I got to come back. I got to swing back to
I
it.
can't remember what mine was called, but it was about this little like gay kid.
Easy.
Yeah, he was a gay kid.
Okay, I don't object to that. I thought we were getting a Cinemax kind of situation.
No. But he was a really good dancer, but it was like post-war Germany,
Okay.
and he couldn't and for some reason he got like abused in it, and I think that's why it was rated R. But I can't think of what it was called. But that was like definitely my first rated R movie, and I remember being like in like third grade, my parents like finally like, yeah, we know this one's rated R, but we're gonna let you watch it, and it had like none of the stuff that I wanted in a rated
See
R
it?
movie.
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
in that age group.
Yeah, no, like it was like I was an artsy kid, and it was about like artsy stuff and like finding yourself. So I understand why my parents like let me watch it. I actually really enjoyed it, but there was like 45 minutes where I was like, I thought they were gonna kill somebody in this. I thought I was gonna see some blood or something.
Just cussing.
Yeah, just
the language?
cussing.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
content,
Yeah.
suggestive dialogue,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
It. All that stuff.
All right, so let's get to our special guest this evening on Rise.
We already talked about him, Mr. Teshke.
No. The real guest.
Yeah,
Road Dogg, WWE legend.
Oh yeah.
If you don't know, your ass better call somebody.
I didn't know.
So yeah, Linda Kay introduces Road Dogg to the Hot Point Davis Arena, but Dustin Jackson came out and interrupted her before Road Dogg could even come out, and just said one of the most hurtful.
He was
hurt me. What he's talking to Linda. On the corner, bro. He said you used to being on the corner, Linda. I said, are you? Damn. I was like, come on, man. That hurt.
That
tough. Hurt.
Linda.
I said, Linda, get active, man. Come
First
on,
off,
man.
beat your ass.
Yeah,
First
that was my first. I was like, hold on, you be careful now.
Second of all, like, okay, like I get, like maybe you throw that specific insult around in some like professional wrestling acts. Linda is like classy as fuck.
He said,
Like,
stand in the
what do you
corner. I
mean?
know you're used to. I was like, come on, DJ.
What do you mean? She's like so classy and so nice.
Oh.
What do you?
She came to her interview that we did with her a year and a half or so ago with like notes.
Notes, yeah.
Notes. She had studied for the interview.
Was,
no one is more professional and prepared than lovely Linda Kay.
And first off, sex work is real work.
That
absolute facts.
Make that clear.
Yeah, absolute
But
facts, yeah.
I don't think she did hang out with the Godfather. This has been she was a hoe for the Godfather, I think.
that was kind of her wrestling start.
That was her wrestling start. But I mean, come on, DJ. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, DJ.
Yeah, come on.
Let's be original. Come on. Come up with something better. DJ, you're better than that. You're better than that, DJ.
Yeah. Road Dogg set the scene straight a little bit.
Yeah, he set the party off right for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I've never seen a promo so strong that it banished somebody from the ring without comment.
I kind of couldn't help but get so. I know that Road Dogg has been working in wrestling for, up until. He's still working in wrestling.
I mean,
right?
he was working right here.
Still working in wrestling. Mm-hmm. I couldn't imagine being Road Dogg and being in that super high corporate environment that he's been in, and then just be able to take it back to basics, right?
Yeah, it had to be freeing.
I could not help but get a little bit of like freedom running off of him. Yeah, like a little bit of true kind of like, I remember what this was like, you know, and like all the achievements that he's had, like that's amazing. That's amazing, right? I'm not trying to take away from that at all, but I kind of couldn't, watching this segment with him and hearing him on commentary at the end of the night, kind of couldn't get over that feeling of relief. Maybe
he was having fun. You could
he
tell
was
his
having
voice,
fun.
man.
He was having fun.
A lot of fun.
He kind of gets up in Dustin's face. TW3 comes out.
Now this I have video of this encounter.
Please.
So,
do we have audio? Ooh, maybe.
hang on.
Tried.
I don't know why it went away. Come back, audio.
Yeah, audio will be doing that.
We want to hear Road Dogg. Okay, pause a second.
Pause. Turkey.
What the heck?
Turkey W3 is challenging Road Dogg to a fight.
Yep.
He's getting real animated.
Yeah, he is. He's ready to get out that suit, man.
Yeah, he is.
Eat.
Oh, look at those punches.
Come on.
Oh, no.
Oh!
And Linda with the 3 count.
Three of them.
Nobody rings a bell, so let's watch it again
we
with
didn't
sound.
get a bell. Yeah.
I'm gonna fight the guy in the turkey suit. You're gonna fight right now. Oh my God, turkey suit. No. What you're gonna hear is the same thing he heard. I got 2 words for
Try to cut him. Nope. Eat.
Man, look at those. Look at the footwork.
That is
dude.
my favorite move in wrestling. It'll always be just the good. You gotta get the kick in motion.
Dude, yeah, exactly. That was slick, dog. Slick. Loved it.
I could watch
classic,
Road
man.
Dogg dance for 30 minutes. Just do the thing
Moving
in the back and the
and
forth and the
punching.
footwork. I could watch that forever.
Do we have?
Yes,
the
we do have one.
subsequent-
next
Yes.
one?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
A few
and see that
seconds
as
later,
well.
we
Yeah.
get a little of this.
T-Dub being so romantic. Oh wait, no, it's not. He's not. It's not what he's doing.
What's
No.
got T?
Oh. Linda said, "I don't know what to do. I'm sorry."
Sorry about
Looks
it.
like you know what to do. I'm sorry.
That's a
actually-
finishing move right there.
Oh,
And the oh gosh.
let's watch it
So
again,
0 for
shall we?
3 that night.
Yeah.
How many
0 for
wrestlers have lost 3 matches in one night?
6. Oh, I mean, they don't even do that in like King of the Ring or anything, do they? Like, they don't even do that in like a tournament.
They do it
The
too.
G1
That's so
climax. They
nasty.
don't do that. The G1 climax.
Don't. So earlier in the show, after the first T-Dub loss happened,
Who
I
did he
was
wrestle again?
Mr. Tesk.
Oh, okay, right.
Yep.
Couldn't-
There was a
Oh, I
comment
didn't know.
floating around.
Oh, I didn't know.
There's a comment floating around I think it was on. I was on the Facebook Live because the YouTube feed for a second was taking a bit to get up, so I was just on the Facebook feed. So that was a different world for me, seeing that chat. But someone said, the T-Dub losses or how they're doing it. They were like, oh, he's like, I don't like this anymore. This is annoying. It's stale to me. And then T-Dub went on and had 2 more losses. So I
We're
know,
going to push through the stale to the other side where you find
so
fresh bread again.
I know that fan. I was like, I want to apologize. I know you might be going through it because you had 2 more coming that night. So.
I liked the comment that I read that was like, Donovan Cecil should do power slap. He'd be pretty good at it. I'm like, he is. He does do it.
You know who else should do it?
Google search it.
Hollywood Haley J should do power
She
slap.
does do
She
it.
does, right?
I'm taking more of this zinc.
Yeah, that'll do it. Take your zinc, folks.
Yeah, take your zinc.
Just trust us.
Yeah.
Y'all are going to get the DEA in here on us. Let's move on to some women's action, shall we?
Yes. So our next bout.
Oh, there's only one women's match this week. That's my other favorite thing that gets put on. Like, OVW will just do one women's match for 1 week, and they're just like, not the coal companies are giving up on the women's division.
Carter Kaufman. Been a minute.
Been a minute. Whole
love
new
to
Carter
see her.
Kaufman.
Yeah. Everybody's seen her since that amazing Nightmare Rumble run?
I don't think
No.
so.
Not
I don't
on
think
Rise,
so.
I don't think. So great to see her back, but again, this is kind of like a
somebody
troublemaker Sin City out situation where you got to take on the champ when you come back.
Yeah, that's really a tough place for returning Carter Kaufman even after the great Rumble. Carter Kaufman was someone that when the Only Bros came by, who were, very quick to give insults, but also very quick to give compliments.
To give the love, yeah.
That was someone that they had kind of highlighted
did.
as an amazing
did.
talent.
I don't remember her placement on the.
I think not Goon.
Say yeah.
Yeah,
Just,
you can
yeah,
go check
not
that video. It's in our YouTube feed. Go up a few videos, you'll find it.
I think she was a
good.
not
Yeah.
Goon.
If you get that spot, that's hard to get to. So
That is, I mean,
Yeah,
It
they don't
just
give those
speaks.
out for free.
they don't. Nope. It's
And,
yeah.
as we often say, for a long time, she was the only OVW women's star to actually get a straight-up victory on J-Rod.
it's very clear, even though maybe it wasn't clear to us at the time. Apologies. It's very clear that they have big plans in store for Carter Kaufman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I maybe I shouldn't even say it. I don't want to act like I can read minds or I know more than I do. But based on what I've seen this year in 2026, I can believe that they have big plans in store for Carter Kaufman.
Yeah. No, can't wait to see him. Goodbye, papers. Can't wait to see him.
I got mine. It's fine.
But yeah,
there's
there we
only
go.
like one more match.
Yeah,
It's
we're
fine.
good. But yeah, she takes on a Shalance just fresh off of that super satisfying win in the Fatal 4-Way at March Mayhem. Shalance, I mean, I don't want, it wasn't quite a thanks for coming match, but she was pretty on top of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
describe it as a thanks for coming match at
Yeah.
all. I thought that
Carter
Carter
hung in there,
Yeah, but when you've got a brand new,
How long was it? What, you guys got the-
just a handful of minutes, 3 minutes or so. When you've got a returning Shalance, a new champion Shalance, and I don't remember Shalance putting people out with this submission hold either.
I was gonna say since I've kept up with OVW the past year and some change, I don't quite remember a lot of submission finishes, and so when I saw that, it was kind of I got out the chair, I was like, wait, that wasn't a 3 count, she just did a
She
tap.
just tapped her out. No, it's not a bad place to be up against the champion and to have a great showing. And just kind of with the main event that we had coming up, it necessitated a ton of time.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? You got to get, again, to touch on Tiny's point from near the beginning of this podcast, to kind of touch on previous conversation in this podcast, Shalance is the new champion. She's got to get out there. You got to have her on there somehow.
Feature him. That's it.
And more importantly, we see that Shalance is not quite out of the woods yet with Leela Feist.
Yes, she comes out and
Do we
called her
want
out.
to see how this ended first?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, let's see that new sub.
And I will scoop my script.
I don't remember Shalance ever doing submission stuff.
Not this one. But,
Yeah,
I mean,
she
in our
locked
interview
it
with
in.
her, she did train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, hang on. Why is it not showing, son?
Oh, we can see it here. Sorry.
Oh.
So we assumed it was showing above us.
Can't do anything about it.
Okay.
Oh, some
We did our best.
and Carter looks to be completely out. Oh, wait, are we?
Yeah, we'll roll through it again.
We'll restart it.
Is there? We seem to be lagging on the video feed.
Shalance's got a little bit of struggle in the face there. She's really, really, really going for this one, taking it from the bottom, trying to pull out the energy to tap out Carter Kaufman
She's
here.
locked in there, man.
Yep, got the legs cinched in around Carter Kaufman, and we see the body start to go limp. Charlene is going to check it out.
Passed. Okay. She was
And
out.
that's it.
Okay.
No dusty roads for Carter Kaufman tonight. No lifting it twice and her holding it up the third time. She's out.
Yep.
Cold. Shalance takes the victory. We see Leela come down afterwards and have a little bit of back and forth with Shalance, though.
Yeah. She, calling her out, and maybe one of the more hurtful terms well, not terms, but things you could say about a champion is, hey, that belt, just looks better on me anyway. So give it back. He said she had more aura than her, essentially. Like,
anyway, no. So who's the other Feist Phantom?
good question.
That's
I
not
don't know
Elijah
the
Arrows.
third yet. Yeah. JJ and Elijah have been holding it down,
But that's
there's
not Elijah.
No?
yeah. So yeah, Elijah wasn't out there this week.
That's not Elijah this week.
Is
Yeah,
it
who?
Percival Goodington the 13th?
No, he's a little too
Don't
short for
quite think so. I'm gonna say no.
that. We gotta find somebody with small gauges. That's gonna be the
Look
tell.
for the gauges. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta find someone with small gauges. Mom never let him get them any bigger than that. She said, "Don't you want to have a job one day?" He said, "Mom, I'm gonna be a professional wrestler." She
is
said,
a
"No, you're
job."
not."
Well,
And then
then
he
there
showed
he
her
goes.
wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
so
did.
that's
There
just
you
what
go.
I assume with everyone that has really small gauges. It's like their mom just never let them get them any bigger.
Yeah. Gauges rock. How do you feel about gauges?
I don't. It was one of those things that I mean, kind of honestly, I think that's why I went so quick to the mom thing. Is it was just one of those things. My mom was immediately like,
Yeah, mine would.
no,
Yeah.
absolutely not. And in retrospect, she made the right decision. A guy that we work with, who is very professional, had huge gauged ears, and you can still tell that his ears were very gauged.
Yeah, feeling it. Yeah.
And I kind of just am glad that I didn't. I made enough really bad decisions during my teenage years to
I got
permanently damage my body. I'm glad that was one that I didn't make. I
got
guess.
you.
But no, I mean, that's a good look. Like, you do
It
you.
is.
I don't care.
Yeah.
You do you. That's a
Yeah.
good look.
It is a good
look.
Feist Phantoms look good.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoever that other guy is.
Yeah, the Jester Max.
Yeah, they are, dude.
Looks Max.
They're Jester
man.
Max.
Yeah, they are, dude.
They're Jester mogging.
Jester
They're Jester
mogging.
mogging
There
the
they are.
crowd.
Yeah.
Their looks maxing.
Yeah, they need to start throwing those terms around. I mean, for them. I mean,
If they-
let's get AJ to drop Jester.
Oh my God, the Feist Phantoms are coming down to the ring. They're Jester mogging.
Jester, yeah.
They're Jester mogging the entire crowd here at Davis Arena.
The NBA, an NBA announcer dropped those terms on
Oh,
the broadcast.
no.
So
Oh, no.
yeah, I'll have to show you later. So
Yes,
so
please.
It's hidden. It's
Please.
in the airwaves, you know.
Well, here's the thing, AJ,
Well,
is that the Feist Phantoms have been working so hard to looks max.
and it's starting to wear off on their opponents. Man.
Yeah.
This main event, man. This was packed. I
Yeah,
think as
let's
Road
get
Dogg
into
said,
it.
there's a lot of meat in the ring. Getting
Yeah,
in the ring.
Road
man.
Dogg comes back out on commentary, back to what we had kind of touched on before. The fun thing with Road Dogg.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, dude, I kept having, there were multiple points, but whether it was TW3 or on commentary here, where I just kept reminding myself, like, I hope this for everybody, but I hope it for me specifically. Just me, really, as long as we're talking about people in the room or whatever. No, I hope this for everybody is that you get to go to the top of your selected
Your
career.
realm, path, career. Yeah.
Yeah. And you get to be super successful there. And you get to be super duper over. In this case, over is being over in a wrestling term, but you could be over at your regular job.
Okay.
And then you get to leave on your own terms, and you get to just go have fun with like a nice paycheck.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
all like way more money than you ever thought was possible when you started this career. Like that's cool. Like
is.
that's
That's
cool.
just
Even
cool.
if it wasn't
That's the
wrestling,
goal,
like that's
yeah.
cool
That's
to
the
me.
goal
Yeah,
for
that's
it-
the
for
goal.
anybody, yeah.
that should be the goal for all of us.
Yeah.
Just a rock and roll Hall of Fame guy just going and jamming at a dive bar
Yeah.
on a Thursday
now,
night.
That's it. That's it.
So I saw Jack White a few years ago play a dive bar. This is pretty much the rock and roll guy for our generation. Played a 100-person venue. Tickets
That's
were very
sick, man.
expensive,
Yeah.
but there was just this element of like, this guy is so much happier playing in front of 100 people who really want to be there than playing in front of 80,000 who don't care who he is.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not saying that that's exactly what Road Dogg is going through, but there's got to be a parallel there.
There is. Yeah.
You know, like when you've had that much success that you can just take it back to basics. Like I really do hope that all of us listening or in this room get to experience some form of that. Because a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't.
It's hard to get there, man.
So this match is a little weird. It's called a Trios Gauntlet Rumble. What it's actually closest to, if you watch one of the two big companies, is AEW's Casino Battle Royale.
Okay.
Where people come out in groups, not teams, and we fight until the fight is over.
And it's an over-the-top rope.
And it's a rumble.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I think that when we were on Fan Zone last week, and even to this day, the word trios for me kind of threw me off, because trios to me is always a team.
Teams. Yeah.
Yeah. But calling this a triple threat gauntlet rumble also doesn't exactly cover what happened here.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's naming wise kind of in a weird space. But if you guys didn't see it and you just are hearing the recap of it from the show and you watch bigger wrestling, or I don't want to say bigger wrestling, you watch one of the two major companies, this is a casino battle royale from AEW, basically. Teams come out in suits. And we all fight till the end. First trio that comes out is, I think, the one everybody wanted to see.
Yep. You got Steven,
Anthony Toatelli, and Cal Hero.
Yep.
I said, all right, guys, we're really
starting off
we're
hot.
really starting it off on here. Yeah. That would have back to that conversation that's kind of been ongoing through this podcast about restraint. This is the opposite of it. It's the opposite of it. A lesser booker would have said, we'll put him on last.
Yeah.
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 Nope.
No, that's it.
Nope.
We're starting
They
it
let
off.
him. They had him out there the whole half hour. They had the main story of this match for out there the entire half hour. Let's go ahead. We'll name off all of the teams as they come down.
Gosh,
right? Steven Steele, Cal Hero, Anthony Totelli, Donovan Cecil, Drew Hernandez, Eric Surge, Jack Von Hodepeso, Mount Kadeem. No, Jack Von Hodepeso, Ryan Von Rocket.
Yes.
Yes.
We're kind of out of order here, but
it's all good.
Tony Gunn, Mount Kadeem, Kid Colossus. I know Kid Colossus and Mount Kadeem. They were in the last team. They came out together.
Yeah, they didn't even make it in the thing, did
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't.
Hoda
And-
Peso also did not. Because
That one made me laugh a little bit.
I'm glad that you mentioned that.
Yes.
I didn't know that the heel turn that I wanted to see the most in OVW was not the Cal Hero one against Steven Steele. It was my close personal friend Maximo Suave versus Hoda Peso.
That's a
This is a different Maximo than we've ever seen, and I think that's why I liked it the most. I think that's why I liked it the most, is because it kind of came out of nowhere. Back to like Cal, like we know that Cal was going to be champion. He's eventually going to be a heel. This is all written in stone. It was passed down for thousands of years prior to us ever reading it, right?
Yep.
That wasn't the way with Hoda and Maximo. They're singing, or they're dancing, they're having a good time. They're tag team champions a couple weeks ago. This man's hot shotting him before he can even get to the ring. Maximo is. He's pulling out a table. He's trying to do damage to his former best friend.
He is. Murderous intent.
And I really, really, not every swerve has to be big. Not every swerve has to be the main event. Sometimes it can just be something that you did not expect to see. I did not expect to see this. And I am here for it. I hope that this is not a blip.
I agree. Yeah, I hope not either.
I hope that this is a nice, long-standing thing for the two of them to sink their teeth into. Two guys with a lot of chemistry who have been great sharing a corner together.
Yep.
Cannot wait to see them potentially on the other side of it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, man.
I also really liked Ryan Von Rocket in this match.
Yep.
I think that we're probably going to move toward Ryan Von Rocket and Drew Hernandez in a feud.
Let's see it.
Based on what we saw here. The backstage segment with Donovan Cecil and Jack Vaughn that led us into the street fight next week.
Yep.
Fantastic stuff. Really, really impressed with this whole Rumble.
Yeah, the stories were kind of like you were saying, Tiny, earlier. It all, or kind of how we all just agreed. You know, the stories were all meshing together and intertwining, but it all made sense.
And then at the end, just as it was at the beginning, Steven Steele and Cal Hero. Cal Hero thinks he's got it all won. We have this?
We do have this.
I want to see this.
That was the anticipation the crowd had, and then it kind of warm up when they saw what was going on. It was special, man.
Steven Steele rolls under the rope in a rumble.
Sneaky.
That should be there's your tell.
Yeah, that's all. Yep, that's it.
There's your tell. That should always be your tell with Steven Steele. We got Drew Hernandez and Cal. Cal's able to dispense of Drew Hernandez with, tried to dispense of Drew Hernandez. Really great recovery from those two guys, by the way. Almost looked. Almost. Yeah. I'm not even gonna say recovery. I'm gonna say that was intentional. That was a great spot.
Oh yeah. Cal was great on those ropes during this whole. The saves, man, were great.
That's actually like a skill that Cal like strangely has is during these like huge rumble matches. He's able to kind of keep them together from the outside sometimes.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, everyone should have known the end of this match when Steven rolls under. This is what Steven Steele does. Finds a way to win big multi-man matches.
Big brain, man. He's got it.
Where do you think this leads us for, I guess, Cal? Let's start with Cal.
With Cal, I mean, he's I don't know how he's going to do it, but he's going to be finding every way to still get that title shot with DJ, because say Steven wins it, yeah, him and Cal have been building their beef, but there's still love there. That's not a hatred thing. You know, Cal wants to win that title back off the guy who took it from him in such a low heelish way, where he didn't pin him. You know, he found another way to get that title off of him. So Cal's going to be doing whatever he can. I guess the next special is Double Cross. Is that what they're calling it?
That's what they're calling it.
Yep.
I really like that. That's
May, right?
Yeah. Or is it April?
April,
May, sometime.
Derby season.
Derby season.
Derby season.
Is how I will.
We got plenty of stuff
first Saturday of May.
Oh yeah.
Trust.
Yeah. Trust. That's it.
Yeah, I'll be taking another one of
there
these.
There you go. Got to. Yeah, Cal though, he's gonna be hunting for that title opportunity still, and I don't know what means will he take to get it though over Steven.
That's kind of the question, right? We talked about this last week, and I think, especially given the results of this show, it's even more true. Steven Steele, up until Cal Hero, I'm sorry, up until Steven Steele came along, was the guy that everyone knew was going to be the champion. Steven Steele has now taken that.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Steven Steele is going to be the champion one day.
It's a matter of when, like you said.
Now, I think a lot of people think that the only way to get Steven Steele to champion is with a heel Cal Hero. I don't necessarily buy into that, but I still want to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know who else to make the heel versus Steven Steele. It has to be someone that is coming down from the ranks of goodest good guy, as I've often referred to it in the past. I know that Tiny Brian likes to refer to it as lawful good, right?
I do like a D&D illusion.
I prefer goodest good guy. And Cal Hero has been the goodest good guy. And at times, Steven Steele has been, what's the chaotic neutral?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
right?
That's it. Chaotic
to bring
neutral.
Steven Steele into chaotic good, Cal Hero has to go from lawful good to something past neutral.
Yeah, something we ain't seen before.
He has to get into the chaotic zone. He has to join the ranks of, not join necessarily arm in arm or hand in hand, but he has to get down on a gritty, dirty level the way that Dustin has proven himself to be able to.
Yeah, he does.
And I just don't see, I'll be honest, for me, Steven Steele title run, if he was to win it off of Dustin, doesn't mean as much as if he won it off of Cal and Cal goes bad.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
It doesn't mean as much for me to see Dustin lose it to anyone other than Cal. Right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's it. That's my thought process. Where, Steven, if he does take it off DJ, it'll be still great, but they haven't built up enough personal, I guess, vendetta.
The feud isn't between Steven Steele and Dustin.
It's not. No.
The feud is between Cal and Dustin and Steven and Cal.
Yeah, that's it.
And I don't even. It feels like the whole Cal and the whole Cal and Steven thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they just spun it up one Thursday, and then it was like had always been there.
The montage, man. I always say it, the power of the montage. When
Right.
you have a montage with somebody that just runs deep, you're like, they got it. They got that chemistry, that connection. And it did kind of just happen, and it felt so like they've been, these are bros,
Well, and it's also a testament to Steven Steele.
Yep.
Person with the least amount of experience in this whole shebang here between Dustin and Cal and Anthony Toatelli. He's undeniable.
He is.
And that doesn't mean that he's like got the skill set down 100% down pat right now.
Yeah, it takes
That means
time.
he always is going to like know what to do at every situation. Doesn't mean he's not without going out and getting his reps in still. It just means that he's undeniable as
that's
a
it.
character and as a person and as a presence. Steven Steele is undeniable, and that's why he's been able to make himself look like he belongs with guys like Cal Hero, Dustin Jackson, and Anthony Toatelli.
That's a T-shirt. Steven Steele's undeniable.
Steven Steele is absolutely
That's
undeniable.
great how you put
He's
that.
been undeniable. I mean, since
that
Day one.
the dark match
Yeah.
before Christmas Chaos, or maybe it was the Nightmare Rumble, where he came and just was, and it was it was Baby Doll, it was all of it right from the start.
and guess what? Like I don't want to say that all of that's gone, but it is a completely different Steven Steele.
Yeah,
It's been a bit since you've seen those, like, he's not doing dates
Yeah.
anymore, being too thirsty after the women. Maybe he needs more of a sink, but
Yeah, Steven, hit us up. Hit us up.
But yeah, it's different these days, man. He's undeniable right now.
It's undeniable, and has been one of the great success stories of 2026 so far. Absolutely. And I mean, into 2020, it's not like he was doing bad at the end of 2025.
No, not
either.
at all. Now it's just been it's the Rocket, man. He's
But to go from being viewed as in kayfabe, an illegitimate champion in the Rush division, to being right up there, without question, people not batting an eye in the heavyweight title
Extremely-
picture.
yeah.
It's a big jump.
It's polarizing, really. It's
a big jump.
That's crazy when you think like illegitimate.
Well, here's the thing: is
Rush
it would
division,
be
like you
it would
said.
be polarizing if
Yeah.
it wasn't Steven Steele.
Yeah, no, that's right.
he just has
So
the charisma to
He
pull it
does.
off.
He does, man. He
He's watched a lot.
watches his film.
Yeah,
Any last words, Mr. Allen?
Man, like you said, it was a great show in terms of it had a lot to throw out there. It was the first show after a special Sunday night, and that last match especially had a lot going on, but they made it work, man. And also the context of just everything that happened the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It's still just in stride, man.
Yeah, in stride, pushing forward, no regrets,
Fantastic,
all
yeah.
gas, no brakes. I'm very much looking forward to Mick Foley. You're having a Louisville street fight. Mick Foley's the master of the street fight. Name 5 of the best street fights in the world. Mick Foley's in 6 of them.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see them kind of roll out the red carpet yet again for another legit legend of this business.
and see how Dustin Jackson tries to insult him.
Oh,
See,
can't
I really, for me, foreign concept. They will do the Dustin Jackson thing. I have a feeling.
Will they do a T-dub thing?
They probably do a T-dub thing. Okay. I really only want Mick there for the street fight. That's how, I mean, that's his business, man. That's what he's known for. That's his thing, man. Like anytime you can get Mick on, have Mick on. Like obviously, like that's a no-brainer. But like, how cool would it be? Is like, I'm just here I'm a street fight. He doesn't talk like that. I'm a street fight expert, and I'm here to make sure y'all have a clean street fight. All that. Like, I just think there'd be something cool about having him only exist on this next episode of Rise in a vacuum. We're not as familiar with Road Dogg running around, so getting to see Road Dogg in a few different situations was really cool. But with Mick, he's been around OVW a lot. It's always great to see him there. Wouldn't it be cool if we just had him in
Just doing commentary.
restrained to just the street fight? Just a guess. I don't.
get it. No, I get it.
Just, that's what I would do. But I don't.
Yeah.
I don't write the show.
Not yet.
I don't write the show.
Not yet.
If I did, I wouldn't have had Mr. Tushke on. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. Brian Hines,
Yeah.
get well soon.
Oh yeah, man. Love
We
you
will be
so
back
much.
next week. This has been the OVW podcast.